welcome back to another rendition of the No Cap Podcast, man. It's your boy, Snugs the General. I'm in this piece with a very special guest. Y'all know who he is, but we came today to talk about something that's gonna be very great, man. Some greatness come from the Sweat Shop Camp. I'm in here with Javier Fresco, man.
Yeah. Man.
Real talk, man.
It just sound crazy. I'm getting an introduction on our own show.
That's what it's supposed to be, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what we here for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We here to put ourselves out there. We here to let the people know what we doing, man.
That's a fact, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I don't really think we do that enough, but I think it's a perfect opportunity to kind of, shine some light on what we got going on.
So, man, what we gonna do today, man, is I'm gonna interview you. So I got some questions cooked up because, you got an upcoming project. Is that correct? That you're about to drop. Bro. When is it gonna drop?
That's a fact.
What date you got for release date?
We looking at 12/28, bro.
Okay.
12/28.
Okay, that's kind of catchy. That's very catchy, actually. What's the inspiration behind it?
Well, so the name of the project is 12/28. Essentially, that's my address from back home. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of magic to me, bro. A lot of magic was created at 12/28. So a lot of times I'm always reaching to try to find them vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, right, bro, because even to this day, I can go back to my bedroom, my mama house, bro, and if I start cooking up something, bro, it's like day one. You know what I'm saying? It's a magical place for me.
Very familiar.
I can always go there.
Yeah.
And that well is always wet. It ain't never dry. You know what I'm saying? So putting this together, that was kind of the thought behind it. I kind of want to make it a series. We'll see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? See how the reception is.
Okay.
But 12/28, bro.
12/28. And I can remember times cooking up at your mom's house, bro.
Bruh.
You got some of the coolest parents in the world to be able to listen to the record that we were putting out. Oh my God. Man, we used to be at your crib, man, creating it 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, music real loud.
And the repetition, you know what
just
I'm saying?
Over and over, here, the same loops over and over. Over and over, just cooking up, man. So I understand, man. But look, though.
They used to ask me all the time, like, why you keep playing that same part? I ain't understand. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get it right.
Yeah. The repetition in making music is like, it's like you gotta be able to not fatigue your ears with your own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's
to remain creative while you continuously listen to what you're creating, what you're cooking up in the process.
Yep.
So, was there any barrier? Did you have any trouble like cooking up, or was it like you said, was the well wet, or was you just
I mean, bro, to be honest, so it's ironic, right? I just dropped I just put out my rap from Spotify, right? So I ain't dropped no music this year. 2020, I dropped no new music. And primarily, in between them times when I'm releasing projects, I don't want to say writer's block, bro, but just it's like you got to almost be in that mode, in that zone of writing. Because either, a lot of times throughout the past, is either I'm in a position where I can cook up some beats, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or interchangeably be working on new songs, you know what I'm saying? This was a time where I was actually able to be creative in a lot of different areas. You know what I'm saying? Creating a lot of different placements.
Yeah.
Cooking up these songs, writing verses, and the process of it though. You know what I'm saying? I think my process is different from a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? But
walk us through that process a little bit. Don't give us away all your sauce, but give us a tidbit.
I mean, primarily, bro, it's crazy because a lot of shit can start from like a voice note, you know what I'm saying, in my phone, where I could just be going all the time. I hate being in a position where I get something come to my mind and I can't immediately write it down or go straight and record it. So I make a lot of voice notes. So when I come in my studio, you know what I'm saying, I'm already loaded, you know what I'm saying, with ideas. You know, from that point, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times I might go through a beat list or whatever, come up with concepts, you know what I'm saying, and either build off those verses I done already put together, or hooks I done already put together, or just start fresh. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
always creating a concept. And then like a lot of times, bro, I make a lot of reference tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I get in, I see what I hear in my mind. I'm gonna tell you something though, bro. For a long time, a nigga used to just be so sold on just trying to sit down, just trying to write. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Pen and pad, whoop the whoop. This project, bro, I can really say a lot of this shit came from the initial feeling that I got from when I first heard a beat. I could be in here going through some shit like, bam, let's load that shit up. And I go straight to the microphone, whether it be a melody, I'm humming that shit out, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of these songs was just cooked up off that initial feeling. So I think a lot of people going to be able to appreciate that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The vibes.
Man, that's amazing to hear. You know, that's amazing to hear that you remain creative, even in the times that we in, when a lot of this stuff could be stifled. You know, a lot of situations, a lot of circumstances can cause you to be stifled creatively. You know, so that's amazing to hear that you was able to fight through that. You was able
But
to,
then too,
you
at
know,
the same time, I don't mean to cut you off at the same
Good.
time though, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at with the circumstances that's going on. A lot of this time, bro, I was out of work. You know what I'm saying? So
right, yeah,
I had ample amount of time. See, a lot of my creative hours be spent while I would be at a job. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I was able to direct a lot of that energy to something very productive, opposed to having to sit up and like wait till I get home or wait till I get to the spot where I can record it. I could just go ahead and just knock it out right then. So that helped out a whole lot, bro.
Well, that's good, man. That's good, and that was what I was, that was what I was saying, man. You know, situations and circumstances can stifle your creativity. You know, you worry about how I'm gonna do this, and how I'm gonna do that, and it'll keep you from being creative. So to be able to fight through that and be able to put together an album, that's amazing. So what type of vibes can we expect from it?
Man, what I was trying to accomplish, bro, honestly, was like some real feel good vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think it's Fresco. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little bit different in terms of tempo.
Right.
We got some shake joints on there. We got some joints on there that's just gonna make you just feel like you that nigga, or you that chick, and that's the type of energy I wanted to put out there. Like I want everybody to feel like they on their shit and they in their bag.
yeah, motivation.
So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want everybody to feel like this bag season for real.
Yeah, right.
This
And
bag season.
that's what we need right now. We need a pick me up. We need a lift, a lift. Something to lift us up. So, let me go back for a second. You said it's very Javier Fresco. If you were to use some adjectives to express to the people who don't know who Javier Fresco is, like what would you What would you say? What words would you use?
I would use words like shit, witty. It's really gritty. It ain't trying to rhyme.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is really I don't know, bro. It's southern as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Considering where we from, but at the same time, I don't really feel like it sound like nobody else. I really feel like, bro, I was able to tap into a sound from that we creating from home right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't really sound like it don't sound like no Texas shit. It don't sound like no Atlanta shit. I mean, and that's up to the people to judge, you know what I'm saying? But it really sound like, in terms, when I say sounding some Fresco shit, bro, I feel like I'm really back rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This project, I really feel like rapping. You know what I'm saying? So, even though I got some feel good shit on that shit, I really wanted to kind of, just rap.
Yeah. Just express. Really express and be creative and create, something different, something different to put in the atmosphere, because a lot of the stuff that you hear kind of sound the same. Everything kind of the same, everything on the same tempo. I was watching Timbaland's Beat Club the other day, and he was cycling through dudes' beats. There's a particular beat that you'll hear on the radio. He said, go past that. He said, if it sound like that, that ain't what I'm looking for.
Yo.
So that's kind of like,
crazy.
cookie cutter, So it's
Yeah.
kind of good to get outside of your comfort zone. And a lot of the time, people be afraid to be themselves. You know,
Yeah.
if I could interject in the interview and give a personal story, I can remember, you know, how we grew up, and we've spoke about how we grew up before. You know, just during those times, you one of the first people, you know, to put me on making beats. You know, you one of the first people to for me to see, get a program, learn how to manipulate the program, and then say, okay, now I need to learn how to record my voice and be very studious to this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
studiousness to this game is like something that keeps people from being successful. You know what I'm saying?
It's imperative, bro. It's
Yeah.
imperative. You
So-
gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
So what did that nature of being studious to the rap game, you know, like really digging in deep, doing your research and learning, where did that stem from? Where did it come from?
I think ultimately, bro, it come from the love of music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then getting involved with actually creating music. So a lot of people, bro, a lot of folks don't understand, like, anybody who making music right now, how lucky they are, bro. Because we talking about going back, 12, 13 years old. A lot of shit is afforded to us right now, software programs, even equipment. This wasn't no shit you could bring home. You know what I'm saying? I had a Gateway computer, bro, at the house with Fruit Loops on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it wasn't no YouTube tutorials to show me how to do X, Y, Z.
Right.
So I had to really take a lot of time on my own to figure out the programs. I also had a lot of people help me along the way who were a little bit more well versed than I was. So that alone just showed me, like, you know, you got to really, really dive into it. And what really made me want to do it was the fact that we was paying money for shit that we wasn't satisfied with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to take it upon myself to be like, look, I gotta get it the way I want it. So if I can't pay them to do it right, so I gotta do it right by myself and save some bread.
Yeah.
So that just sparked the whole, you know what I'm saying, the want to know.
The
if that makes
DIY
sense.
situation.
Yeah, DIY.
Yeah. And that's and where we from, that's kind of like how you gotta do it, you know? Like, you can mess with a
bro.
few people, bro. You could do certain stuff with a few people, but it ain't gonna be how you want it because they don't see your vision. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
don't
you
see
know.
the same thing that you see. So it's kind of hard, you know, to convey the message.
But I think it boiled down to back then, bro, was like, niggas just want to get their bread for their session.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't have no working relationship with no engineers.
It
Or
was
no
more
producers.
of a hustle than a passion.
Yeah, they was trying to get some niggas in to come through the studio and pay them for whatever time that they was gonna put in, and then just push that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Which I can't blame them
Yeah.
if that's the business you running, but you know what I'm saying, to be more personable and to get out of the session what I wanted to get out of, I wasn't getting it, so I had to get it how I live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And man, I was there to see that, you know. So that kind of made me biased in, you know, my
Day
opinion, you know, my biased in my opinion of the
Yeah.
bodies of work that you've put out thus far. I think they're very fire. Would you say that some of your stuff get overlooked or you're underrated or?
You know, bro, it's kind of, I look at it like this, bro. You know, everybody ain't gonna fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, throughout the years, I've been building and growing my following, but at the same time, a lot of people might want to see that astronomical growth. You know what I'm saying? Straight out the gate. A lot of guys able to do that depending on geographics. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Demographics.
Right.
Coming from where we come from, bro, you gotta look at for a long time. We ain't have a sound for real, and on top of that, we ain't had the proper channels to work in order to accelerate a lot of that growth. So
Yeah.
I'm to the point now, bro. At one point, a lot of shit used to bother me in terms of like, damn, I just cooked up all this shit, and it's only a couple niggas that I know that's fucking with it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm to the point now, like, I can't really just sit on music or trying to be move by the numbers. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, bro, every time I put out some shit, just because I know my process, I know how much of a stickler I am for a lot of shit.
Okay.
I feel like every time I put something out, I'm putting it out for a reason, for one. And then if I choose to put it out, I know that shit dope.
Right.
Like, it's so much shit that people ain't never heard from me, bro, just because the shit didn't live up to my standards. You know what I'm saying? That's what people understand too, bro. I'm my biggest critic.
Right.
I'm gonna critique the shit out of my shit. So I ain't gonna put out no shit that I feel like don't deserve to be out there. Now it's up to the listeners whether or not they decide to, to listen. But like I say, this year, bro, just looking at a couple different statistics, like I've been able to touch a couple different countries. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I gained a few more listeners, and that's pretty much, I'm all about the growth, bro. I feel like, to a degree, I'm underrated. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the likes of the city where
Right.
we from. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people who do show homage, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Man, so my next question is like, it's kind of like, if you had to, I don't want to phrase it in a confusing way, but if you had to throw yourself in a genre, I don't want, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird to ask somebody that rap,
Yeah.
what genre would you be in? But if you had to place yourself in a lane, let me say it like that. If you had to put yourself in a lane, just so people could know what to expect. If they listen to this video and they see this podcast, or they listen to this podcast and they say, okay, I'm gonna click this link and I'm gonna listen to this album. Like, what could they, what genre or what feel are they looking for? Like, is it gonna be trapped out? Is it gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's a couple different flavors, bro. Like I say, we from the South. So ultimately, the sound of the South is going to ring through anything that I create, right?
the vernacular, the feel, the drums,
all
the everything.
Yeah. All of that. Heavy bass, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get this shit moving, trying to get you moving. So you definitely can look out for that. But it's I don't really, man, this is the thing, trap music. I think when we talk about trap, we listening to the technical. We talking about the technicals, like the bass and the drums and the triplets and you know what I'm saying. So to me, that's trap music. But a lot of people think the message when they talk trap music. You know what I'm saying. So in terms of me talking about trapping, not so much. You know what I'm saying. But in terms of what they sound like. Yeah,
Okay.
If that made sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, man, bro, we kicking shit, bro. Like, we talking this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Straight like
and that's
that.
that's the type of music I love. I love it.
Yeah.
That's why I love Gucci Mane. And I listen to Dolph. And I like I love the Migos. Because they get on and they just be at it, So,
and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of along the lines of what, you know what I'm saying, it's a couple songs on here that's really got that Memphis vibe. And I don't, we talked about this before, but a lot of people don't realize, bro, like, Memphis niggas is like our cousins, you know what I'm saying, because we so close.
Yeah.
And then a lot of what we do is the same shit.
Yeah.
The way we rap, the beats we make, the shit we listen to, how we dress, how we talk, how we move around.
A lot of our culture is the same.
It's the same shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I feel like it's along them lines too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's cool to hear. That's cool to hear because everybody, how I look at where we from Mississippi, and we sit in the middle. We got a lot of influence. We got Texas, Texas and Louisiana. To our west and north we got Memphis. And then to the east we got Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we boxed in. So you kind of like hear all that music and all that music is kind of like, rotating all the time. Some of the stuff that's closest to us is Memphis, You know, grew up on
Yep.
3 City Mafia, Project Pat. You know, Juicy J, all them. You know what I'm saying? Even people
All
folk
them
don't
niggas.
know. You know what I'm saying? Like Player
A
Fly.
Ball,
You
MJG,
know what I'm
Player
saying?
Fly.
Folk don't know.
All
You
that
know what I'm
shit.
saying? People don't know some of them real street, rappers from Memphis that was the soundtrack of our youth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's not strange to say this. Okay, some of these songs got Memphis vibes. You know what I'm saying, man? We right there, man. You can get to Memphis in an hour and a half, 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
and then shit, when we was living in Mississippi, bro, we was in Memphis every weekend. So, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
what it is.
So talk about how the city, the culture of the city, like shaped you as an artist. Not so much the album, but I want to kind of bring people in to, try to absorb, that energy of where it came, like where this come from.
Man, bro. So, I mean, the city, bro, for me, like you say, we had all these influences. Bro, I started writing when I was in the 3rd grade. You feel me? So,
Right.
I
And you
think,
told
shit,
this
who
story
was that?
before.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who had a song
on
out,
School
though.
Days. Go check School Days out.
Yeah, definitely go check that out. I'm trying to see who had songs out. It was some nigga. I think what's the nigga that had the song Live, 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 right?
Archie
Live.
episode? Nah.
Nah, that ain't Archie. That's
Drama?
Drama. You know what I'm saying? Around these times, you know what I'm saying? Niggas in 3rd grade writing, and that's the kind of the vibe. So that's when I started writing.
Yeah.
And transitioning through life, bro, I always was on that shit. I never stopped doing it. Like I realized that other niggas was rapping other niggas shit, and I'm sitting here writing my own shit. So I never stopped. And then once you get to, I got to high school, dog. So middle school, before I get to high school, middle school, we had a gospel rap group, gospel
Right.
singing group.
Yeah.
Nigga don't know a nigga can sing too. Nigga sing for real.
Classically trained.
Oh yeah, classically trained and gospelly trained, if that's a word. But
I kind of told
You
it
know
up
what
too,
I'm
man. Classically
Man, look.
trained.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Miss Jones, man. Miss Jones, one of the best like vocal coaches, best choir directors I've ever come across. So they helped me out a whole lot too, though.
Yeah.
But fast forwarding from that, coming into high school, you know what I'm saying, we still got our group. But like nigga, you come into high school, you got niggas like the Committee, you got niggas like Overdose, you know what I'm saying? Nigga making some noise. And don't nobody know me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I really feel like even though them niggas was, you know what I'm saying, was on, they were popping right then, I still feel like I had a little bit more of a head start. But
Yeah.
them niggas was super popular, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just watching how they crowd interaction was and how them niggas was celebrities. You know what I'm saying? High school celebrities back home.
Yeah.
So that to me, you know what I'm saying, that kind of shaped my mind. Like, damn, I wanted to be one of the freshest nigga in high school rapping. But at the same time, the shit I'm working with can't produce the same type of quality that I want to produce.
Right.
Or I'm not able to produce the quantity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then torn between, all right, shit, we Christian artists, and torn between just wanting to do something different. You know what I'm saying?
That
and not to say
crossroad.
yeah. And I don't want to say it stifled a lot of music, because we was able to make a lot of music still.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it didn't put us on a lot of people's radar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they went into what we were doing at the time. So, but I feel like, during that time, bro, we ran into a lot of people who was making some noise in the city. Needle in a Haystack, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Chit Chatter.
Yeah.
Walter Mack, Will Fargo. I remember one time we was in the studio, bro. We was working on the gospel album. Chit Chatter and Walter came in the studio like, damn, who here making beats? I'll run them hoes, you know what I'm saying? Run the beats I had made. Nigga like, all right, keep working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. I was kind of crushed, but at the same time, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It gave me something to look forward to. Then fast forward, they did some sort of deal. I don't know the stipulations that they did, but they did a deal with Grand Hustle. So all of that shit like that, from Committee blowing up in the city to chit chatting them doing their thing and going out to Atlanta and moving around, it kind of let me know that it was possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To really, to make some noise. And I think they set their tempo.
That's very. That take me back to a time, bro. That it was like very taboo. So it was very taboo to want to do what we wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I look at that period of time as sharpening. It was different though. You know how you hear all these great singers and they say, "Well, I came up singing in the church. I did this in the church, in the church, in the church." We did something different in the church, bro. We were rapping in the church.
Nigga,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
were going hard.
And
like,
I say that was
no
a sharpening.
popcorn.
Yeah.
There wasn't no popcorn at gospel rap, bro. Like, we really, really coming with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of them times in terms of sharpening, like you say, that helped us a lot with performing.
Yeah.
Stage presence, you know what I'm saying? How to move crowds and things like that. So, when you fast forward and we doing other things in our early 20s, we already kind of got a feel for what to do and what not to do.
So, on that topic right there, what kind of made you transition? What was your transitional period?
Wow. That's a little bit hard to explain because it's I think, bro, honestly, anybody who grew up in church, especially like church musicians deal with this all the time. Where they play in church and then they go outside the church and they play and they, you know what I'm saying? That's how they make their living, or they just play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I really had to come to grips with, bro, that I don't really have to answer to nobody but God. And I know where my heart at, bro, and I know what I stand for. And anybody who know me know what I stand for. Anybody who listen to my music can really get a grip. I'm not gonna get on here and talk about no shit that I don't do when I ain't never did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that will help me come through that transition, bro, with just being true. Just being true to myself. And being true to what the type of music I want to make, bro. Cause shit, I can come out and make a gospel song. I don't like doing genres either. I can make a song though,
right, that
exemplifies and glorifies God, just like I can make a song about the things I see that going on in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'll go to church every day don't mean that I ain't still seeing what's going on. And you know what I'm saying? That's another thing that, going to school showed me too. It's like, man, we go here every day and we, pray, but when we come back over here, it ain't no separation. We still exposed to what's going on in the world. And for me to not to be able to talk about that, bro, like I'm not being real with myself, let alone being real with God.
That make a lot of sense though. That make a lot of sense. My transitional period was somewhat like that as well. A little bit harsher circumstances, just things that happen in your life that push you to see reality, and it kind of happened kind of young. We were, 11, 12, 13, 14, seeing stuff we shouldn't have seen. You know what I'm saying? Saying stuff that being around people we shouldn't have been around. Being in neighborhoods we shouldn't have been in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's just how this shit is, though.
And that's just how it go. So being from a city, and this is a conversation that me and you have a lot. The city seemed to be gaining some traction, with the world. The state of Mississippi seemed to be gaining some traction with the world after we've been on the backside of the mountain for so long. Give me your thoughts on this interest that's happening in where we're from.
Man, listen. I always feel like everything always go back to black. And when I say that, I ain't talking about from no racial standpoint. You can go off into that if you want to go into the genetics and all that type of shit. But it's like this. when you go into the state of Mississippi, bro, what the sign say? Welcome to
Welcome to
Mississippi,
Mississippi, birthplace of American music.
music, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like all this shit it started from. And it always got to go back to daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I really feel like we daddy. You know what I'm saying? And it's really coming back. Like I say, though, bro, by us not having a sound for so long when it come to rap, like and everybody know we made the blues. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's so many other places that get credit for it. Chicago, St. Louis.
Memphis.
All them niggas came from Memphis. All them niggas came from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? The Great Migration displaced people and put people in different areas, but that Mississippi culture, that food, all that shit went where they went.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I really feel like it's coming back to the source, bro. Mm. You know what I'm saying? It's coming back to the source. Like, we ain't never really had no run in the rap industry. You know, we done had a couple different people to really be able to step up from Crit to like at one point the Joker, you know what I'm saying? Certain niggas, you know what I'm saying, that was able to really then like a lot of people in the world don't know like how many people that have blown up in the industry that come from Mississippi.
Yeah.
That just don't claim Mississippi.
Yeah.
From the Brandons and Ray J's to Soulja Boys to, you know what I'm saying, not to say that, you know, all them don't claim. I'm just saying these are the type of influences that come from our state, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like Ray Shrimmer. They always, you know, they let you know. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's coming back. I don't know what's sparking it. I think I guess it's just the technology. Yeah. We able to, like, people able to really put out music, put out content, and move it around so people can see it. So that's why I think all the interest coming from.
This technology age is kind of wild, you know, and especially now with like TikTok and like Snapchat and stuff like that. It'll take nothing. Instagram stories, it'll take nothing. Like, it just take the right song in the right moment, you know, the right.
That's it, bro.
You know, the right opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Just to be prepared for the right opportunity as well. You know, so with that being said, do you feel like the city, Greenville, or Jackson, or do you feel like we ready for the opportunity?
I feel like it depends on what type of opportunity presents itself. I feel like we ready in terms of what we can get a world with the music we create and the content we create.
Right.
Now, are we ready to manage and be good stewards over it? Is my question. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still a lot of divisiveness. It's still a lot of separation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you model yourself out of cities like Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, certain places like really Atlanta is the only one that stick out to me in my mind. How everybody is a cohesive unit. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a bunch of individuals, everybody fuck with each other. And that's one thing that we never really experienced. Even when, you know what I'm saying, we was in the thick of it and it was a whole bunch of niggas rapping. We were cool, like we ain't never had no beef with nobody, bro. But it's like, it's always was a level of competition, which is cool.
Right.
Gotta compete, right?
Right.
But it was never that camaraderie to it, like, man, yeah, we over here at this studio. Let's pull up over here and do a song with these niggas. Or, yeah, man, y'all pull up on us and, you know what I'm saying, we can rock out like that. And that's what I hope to see, because I feel like once we can start seeing that shit, bro, it's really, really going to be up. It's going to be up for the world, bro.
That's very true. But that stem from, I think that stem from high school, though. To be serious. I can't speak about nobody else, but particularly Greenville, that kind of stem from high school, because you'll hear somebody diss somebody. You know what I'm saying? And they'll come to school, man, you heard so-and-so diss so-and-so. And that kind of like back and forth, where it should have been calculated to the point to where this music is not serious. You know, we sharpening our skills. Of course, we gonna go against each other, but they took on a different mindset. Like, I don't like you for real. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think, you know what I'm saying, a lot of that should be stemmed from other shit, and then niggas start rapping. You know what I'm saying? That should be side of town, neighborhood type shit that spill over into rap music. Because I can remember a certain beef involving our nigga G5. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna speak too heavy on it, but I mean, I don't really feel like that whole situation was something that was serious. You know what I'm saying? I really think that was competition, even though it was some low blow throw throughout that whole shit. I ain't never heard nobody get to fighting, nobody get shot over this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was diss track for diss track, and then eventually that shit fills it out. But at the same time, you gotta look at what they did for their popularity and what they did for their traction. People start actually listening to these niggas after this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or for that particular reason. You know what I'm saying? So, no.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about everything that's going on, and everything that's been transpiring, from the stuff at Jackson to a couple of people that I've seen catching a little buzz, out here in the atmosphere. They making some noise, man. It's like, do you have any people that you would, from home, that you would like to work with? Who people you would like to work with? Period. From the crib, or people that's already established.
Bro. I'm gonna start. I mean, from the crib, man. It's a couple people, bro. Like shit. Definitely, Lil Nine.
Dope.
Shit, Lil Street.
Dope.
Shit, bruh. It's a lot of niggas. Shit, I wanna fuck with Damo. I wanna fuck with Chino Dollar. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I got a song with Twan Marley. You know what I'm saying, on this joint. And then the thing is too,
Dope.
bro, it's crazy. You mentioned this, bro. It's a lot of niggas that I did reach out to for this project. You know what I'm saying? Either they had something else they were working on same time, or they just ain't never get back with me for whatever reason. But it's a couple niggas though. Even with that being said, it's still a couple niggas that I want to work with Walter Mack.
Yeah,
I want to work with Will Fargo. Definitely want to work with Fred Red, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Niggas
Fred Red
like
still
that,
make
bro.
Music?
As far as I know, I mean, even if he don't, you know what I'm saying?
Righteous though, cause bro dope. Yeah, bro dope.
Like shit.
Like these people
Blow
that the
some dust
world
out
need
some
to hear.
shit.
Like, to me, the world need to hear y'all. Like, it needs
Yeah, bro.
it need to be an Atlanta type wave. And I know everybody from every city feel the same way. But bro, it's something in our water, bro. Like,
It's
if they
something.
did a TV show about the talent that's in our city. Like, I just watched this TV show on Netflix called Voices of Fire. It's about singers and choir. You know what I'm saying? About this bishop and Pharrell's uncle is a bishop. And he want to build like this world famous choir. So they bring some of the best singers from around they small area. I'm talking about 150 people. 150 people, bro. And they have to slice that in half to choose 75 people. So they audition thousands of people to cut it down to 150 and then do 75 all-stars. You know what I'm saying? If
crazy.
they were to do that in the city, bruh, it'd be a same type situation. Because there's
like
so
it would.
much talent in the city, bro.
It is, bro, and it's crazy that that's what I feel like get overlooked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That part. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, bro, we trying to position ourselves to where we can be some of the niggas that could bridge that gap, bro. You know what I'm saying? Be some facilitators. Like, but this shit ain't never always about me. You know what I'm saying? We talking about me right now, my project, that's cool.
Yeah.
But like, I'm really willing to sacrifice a lot of shit, bro, just to see the city do what the city need to do. And the city get the shit that they need to get in order to be the city that I know it can be.
So with
know what
that,
I'm saying?
so with segueing into my final question for you as an interview, but I wanted you to tell the people about Sweatshop Media. I want you to expound upon the intricacies of Sweatshop Media and what we providing. You know what I'm saying? Let's kind of promote. Not only is this written by Javier Fresco, it's produced by by other people, but it's gonna be distributed by Sweatshop Media. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be on Sweatshop Media's YouTube, and it's gonna be on Apple Music, distributed by Sweatshop Media, and a lot of people ain't doing it. So talk about the idea of Sweatshop came from and what we looking for in the future.
Yeah, so I mean, ultimately, bro, go back to what we were saying. You know what I'm saying? We had to do a lot of shit on our own.
Right.
And with that, we picked up a lot of different skill sets. We made a lot of different alliances and partnerships. You know what I'm saying? So I think the very first time we tried to do something like this was with G5 Project, the Flight Simulator Project.
Right.
Where all the producers under the camp came together and, you know what I'm saying, I engineered the project, mixed all that shit. And, you know what I'm saying, it was what it was, but at the same time we didn't have a lot of resources that we needed still. But going forward, like right now, not only we doing like No Cap Podcast, Sweatshop Media, you got myself, Javier Fresco, as an artist and a producer.
Right.
Yourself as a producer, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of couple different personalities that have a couple different roles, you know what I'm saying? But on top of that, bro, like, we, believe it or not, bro, God done blessed us to where we reached the age where we can be considered OGs. Now, I never want to self-title myself that.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas that's under us, that's younger than us, I'm going to say, that need the type of guidance and the type of know-how that we didn't get from older niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ran across a lot of older niggas. If they wasn't no kin to us, they ain't really had no jewels to give us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't really have no advice or no know-how. Even if they had done it, they wasn't imparting that information to us. So I want to be an information hub, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, for Sweatshop Media, like I say, to bridge the gap between if a nigga want to go from independent and shop, you know, deals with major labels or whatever. I want to be able to put any artist, any creative in a position to be self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Like, starting with this platform, you fuck with us and you learning the ropes of business, learning the ropes if you want to engineer, mix, produce, you know what I'm saying? Be able to be self-sufficient, though, when you step outside up under that umbrella. Or if you want to stay under the umbrella, shit, stay up under the umbrella.
Right. Man, it's been a long road, bro. And we coming out on the beautiful side of it now, I feel. You know,
I feel like it, bro.
We put in our 10,000 hours, bro. And now it's time to reap the benefit of those 10,000 hours. Like you nurse something to life, and then it grow up, and when it get grown, ready to send it out into the world. And that's what I feel like, you know, this project is for you, bro. I feel like like this a combination of everything that you talked about today, everything that I've seen you go through, all the, you know, the conversations we had. Like, bro, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's over with, bro. I'm just gonna, you know, nah, man. You know, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got something to say. You got something special to offer to the world, bro. And I'm excited to see it, man. So 12/28 come out on 12/28. Javier Fresco gonna be streaming everywhere, man. Big it up for us, bro.
Man, everywhere, dog. It's gonna be streaming everywhere. And like I say, you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of, I don't want to double back too far, but like, just going back to the numbers, I just dropped my rap, just transparently, just put that shit on Facebook, because it ain't about the numbers right now with me, bro. Because for one, there's only one platform. My music stream everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't showing you what I got on Apple, what I got on Tidal, what I got on, you know what I'm saying? But just to put that out there, for one, it's to hold the people who say they fuck with me accountable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you feel like I supposed to be doing better, man, help me do better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People always hit you with shit. You making money off your music. Hell yeah. But guess what? I can make even more if you fuck with this shit.
Right, righteous.
Straight like that.
Straight like that. That's for real, though. Man.
Straight like that.
I enjoyed this, bro. I don't think I could be a person to do an interview, but I think I did pretty well. You did awesome, bro.
Nah, my boy, you just hit me with that Charlemagne.
Nah, bro. I watched that nigga a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that nigga, man. For real.
Bro, excellent interviewer, though.
For real, bro. I ain't half as good as dude. Man, it's been another incredible episode of the No Cap Podcast, man. Y'all
Man.
be sure to go cop that 1228 on 1228 when it drop.
Yes,
Written by Javier Fresco, released by Swish Out Media. Y'all stay in tune, man. We got more great stuff coming from the No Cap Podcast. Man, we've been screaming about a giveaway, but y'all ain't did nothing to deserve the giveaway. Man,
bro.
make us give y'all
know
something.
how much we want to get some shit away.
Make us give y'all something.
Man.
Let's just say it like that. Make us give y'all something. Man, you can follow me at Snugs0 on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, and you can follow me on Instagram at Sweatshop Fresco, on Twitter at Javier Fresco. Don't forget to pick up that
That 1228, man.
Don't forget to pick up that 1228.
It's too hot, man. He can't even talk about it. It's too hot.
Boy, I'm telling you.
It's too hot. He can't even get it out. It burned his mouth coming out.
Boy, this shit crazy.
Come on, bro.
I can't wait till that shit hit.
It's too spicy.
Man.
It's been a No Cap Podcast, man. We out of here.
Peace. Thank you for watching the No Cap Podcast. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, like, and share. Follow us on our Facebook page. Stay tuned for prizes and giveaways. This is the No Cap Podcast.